Hello. Over the past few weeks, me and my opponent has talked about why all drugs should be legal in the United States. Um, I'm pretty happy to hear that we both agree on very similar things. More importantly, the fact that even though that drugs should be legal in the United States, all drugs should be legal in the United States. We should limit and give fair warning to our citizens about it, because we think that drugs are dangerous, but citizens should be allowed to use them. One of the little bit differences is that I think my opponent is a little bit more stringent, but I think we come from the same place of caring about our citizens and their freedom to do as they please. Um, we both believe that drugs should be taxed, which I find very positive, especially because it helps the economy and also prevents people to spending as much money on drugs because high tax labor. Um, Even though I didn't say it, my opponent wants to implement a plan to have alarm systems in the operating vehicles so people can be pulled over or the car doesn't start or whatever is needed so the person does not drive under the influence. I would agree with that if the technology that was out. I disagree with it before because I don't think it's possible, but I do agree that people should not be driving under the influence and that we should have a more genuine task. I think I would pick a more modern approach would be like police officer training and being more strenuous about that, and seatbelt control and things of that nature. However, I do believe that people should not drive under the influence and that we should fund more money into procedures that prevent people from driving under the influence. Um, One of the things I disagree with my opponent, unfortunately, is that people should be drug tested whenever at a job. I think that violates people's rights. I do think jobs should be able to, but under certain conditions. Um, those conditions being if the person showing up late for work or showing evidence of being under the influence at work, then I think the person should be able that the worker should be drugged, tested, unless they have some written document saying that they're under these prescription drugs and that these are the side effects. But if they have no prescription, no documentation, and they're showing up under the influence, then I think the job should have warrant test their um, to test their employees. But I don't think it should be random. I don't think it should be whenever. I think it should be under certain conditions. So I meet him halfway on this. Besides that, I think my opponent did a really good job with his approach, and that we do see eye to eye, and that we have the same page. We are on the same page that all drugs should be legal, but we should really it's our job to make laws and policies that help prevent citizens using drugs, like like using drugs without warrant, and setting procedures and limitations so we can have healthy citizens that can choose whenever they want to. Thank you.